Welcome to Albion TV's live coverage of the 5v5 Crystal League. I am the chosen one, and I am joined today by the great Taziki on play-by-play and Bogle on the cameras. We'll be watching a number of 5v5 matches today. Tazik, what levels do we have in store for the players
Yo.
today?
Yeah, so we have 4 and 5s, which is like an on day, right? Today is like a best of all kind of days, right? We get the 4s and the 5s, and we get to see day one of the new balance changes. Avalon patch 13, I believe it was. Big changes to the 5v5 meta coming in on this patch notes. I'm hoping today we see a lot of testing, right? Day one of a patch, you generally don't have everything worked out. So it'll mostly be testing. I hope to see a few bear paws. I really hope to see a lot of like maybe guardian helmets, maybe some new not so much new, but more so just changed up tank slots, right? People are already expanding into the staff of balances and outside of hammers, but hopefully they'll do it now. More so. It's definitely not that guy. I think it's the MC.
Are you sure it's not Zeltrith? He is in plate.
Uh he looks like Claw.
Zeldris?
Maybe it is plate.
Uh, I can't tell. He's running off in the other direction. Oh, no,
Nope,
no, it's
he
not.
is running
Here it
the
is.
Daybreaker in a
Okay, so
very
it's
interesting
the
setup.
Carth
Yeah,
Carthaginian? Yeah, that guy.
Zeldris is actually going top, trying to 1v5. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. The other team actually has a Shadow Caller. Interesting. Let me hop over to the tank real quick. The Carthaginian.
Ooh, I spelled it right.
What is he
Amazing.
using? Staff of Balance, Hood of
Yeah, Staff
Tenacity,
of
Big
Balance is
Dive.
making
Yep.
that comeback, man. Oh,
I'm
that healing reduction.
hypey.
People like it.
Yeah, I'm hypey and happy. Kind of confused the two. Oh, look at those shields. Okay, I like that. You see it? Those are some big shields on those guys. New Guardian helmet already coming out doing some work. Okay, Zvetu getting hard dove by the Staff of Balance. Hood of Tenacity in a really bad spot, I would say. You probably should have held that for a little bit more of a dive or put it on the choke right here for some big damage. But Zeldris had to come all the way around. It was a 4v5 for a little bit since he did go for the 1v5 topside early. Valiana stepping up a little close. Interesting that they're still using Hallow Falls, even though the nerf was really big, I would say, because it just makes one of the weaknesses that are already present way more weaker. But Zvetu is getting hard dove by the Daybreaker and the Staff of Balance, who still has Mystic Rocks up. The Carrion Caller does blink forward, but he does not have Morgana's Raven just yet. But that guy will just bleed out. That healing reduction, crazy from the Staff of Balance and the Carrion Caller combined. That not so easy going to blink away with his Shadow Caller, trying to put off some damage. He is going to get that E off. It's an Armor Pierce E as well, into a Pierce, but the Daybreak just charges in with Carthaginian. They need to be careful about this, though, as they might get a 20 tick if the red team doesn't stop it. About Feeder maybe going to go roll up there, but he will die if he does. He is just going to try to retreat, but he gets caught by the Impale from Zeldris. I'm not sure if he will make it back alive, but Carthaginian staying a little too close. He's going to get swapped back in. They're both very low. Both teams do have the Staff of Balance, right? So the healing reduction is kind of even from both sides.
Can make those Judies a lot more impactful in this match.
Yeah, that frontline combo right there. Look, they're all one life. Yeah, they just can't
But
get healed too
how
much.
about these Tigers here actually doing some work against some people we recognize? I don't recognize anybody on their team.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know
I
anyone
don't
on
know
this
them.
team. No, I don't
Right,
know
but we know at
anyone.
least 3 other people on the other team. We've seen them regularly. Svetu, Shekri, these guys are regulars
Yeah,
here.
Bout Feeder, all these
Yeah.
guys, right? We see them all the time. And I think Svetu did not eat his food, actually. Maybe eat that right now.
You got to get that guy. Eat the food.
Oh, did they swap him onto a one-hand crossbow? They did. Interesting. So now it's one-hand crossbow, Shadow Caller. Unless he already had that and I just did not notice. But it is a triple backline team. Oh, no, it's not. Sheffy bringing out what appears to be Claymore. I believe that is Claymore. That not so easy. Already used his blink, right? So Valiana has to pop a Robe Purity really early to save him from this guy, but he actually gets knocked right on top of him. The Carthaginian could just destroy this Curse Staff right now. He's going to get him stunned in that corner, but where's his melee to hit him? This guy has no defensives left. He's going to get that blink off now. Again, it was on CD for so long. Like, he could have used it earlier. Good root in the choke. They're going to need to retreat. This is a 20 tick for the blue team again, coming up right in 20 seconds. So these guys on the Sun team have to make some magic happen soon.
Well, these guys over here, I mean, it's quite a mixed team. It's got some Sun guys in it. We've got 3 guys from Sun. I guess we can call it a Sun team. They got Money
Oh,
Guild with
Money
them.
Guild actually some
I didn't
deci-
even
Oh,
know
look
Money
at
Guild
that
was real.
shield. Dude, Emergency Shield looks very good, but I don't know if the healer is the one to put it on. Graveguard is just so strong in a kind of solo dive meta. Although if everyone is going the route of healing resistance, or yeah, healing resistance, then
Mhm.
Emergency Shield is very strong, right? Because the shield
Right,
does
there
not
you
get
go,
lowered.
because it doesn't get affected by it.
Mhm.
That's actually a good point there. I didn't even think of that when we were discussing the balance changes earlier. That's why we need to bring in an expert like the great Taziki.
These guys are trying to. They're having a lot of trouble pushing though. Look at this. Like they can't make it up all 5. They aren't even hitting the back line of the blue team. They're a double RDPS comp with a Claymore as their front line, right? They're trying to get some damage off, but they're getting hard at pressured. Zvetu just dies in a corner standing still. They can't make anything happen as they're just getting hard dove by this front line, right? The carrying caller just runs them over. That Daybreaker doing work as well from Zeldris. And yeah, this is very one-sided from a team I've never seen before. And this is the level 4, right? So these guys are really trying to win.
Yeah,
And the
I
other
like
team is
seeing
very
this.
experienced.
We've seen a number of new teams recently, and it's been impressive to see them going against other top-end teams and winning. It's very cool.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you think, right? Why are there only so few top-end teams? I
Well,
think
it's
most
been
of it is
growing consistently as we've
yeah.
watched more and more teams get involved because of the Crystal League. The Crystal League allows new groups to participate. It's taken some time, but it's only about a year old now for the Crystal League in its current form. So these guys, still have room for new players. We have new people coming in all the time. Level 1s and level 2s we don't watch very many of, so we don't
Mhm.
see the people as they skill up. We start seeing them at level 3 generally. But now we have seen a number of new groups move into the top end tier of 5v5 groups.
I think for a long time, one of the biggest barriers of entry, even with the Crystal League, has just been getting the same 5 to consistently play together, and make it into the end game with them, right? It's a lot easier once you're always playing with the same people, the same team. But right now, that Claymore going for a kill onto Lewith, but it's not happening.
No.
Look at that emergency shield. That was like over a third of his life right there. Cleanses all the dots off immediately. My guy's not in trouble at all once that gets popped. And now the front line from the blue team, a Daybreaker, Carrion Caller, and a Staff of Balance. They're just going to run over these guys. It's a double RDPS against 2 of the strongest melee in the game right now. Very hard to kill. With that tank, he's going to put you in the spot for so long. Slowed, healing reduced, right? What are you going to do against that?
I don't know, but I just saw. I'm watching a very interesting thing unfold here on my other screen. It's a complete and utter blowout. The Cargera team is currently facing off against a number of members of the Rafikon team. However, the alt in that team right now, Derek.
Derek,
So Derek
playing
is
with the
currently getting his
Raffican
ass
team.
kicked by his old buddies.
No, unfortunate for them.
Yeah.
Over here, red team gets a kill onto DS Hanav. The Claymore actually finally coming in, getting a little execute off. But Zvetu, that not so easy in the backline, so low. I don't know if they can breach this choke. Mystic Rocks did fall from the Carthaginian, though, so they could easily kill this guy with this light crossbow. They are going to get him. They actually execute him with a Claymore to finish him off. Zeldris running over through the middle, whereas McMikey just blinked into a corner on the right. He blinked into the wall instead of down the choke because he got swapped away.
No.
I think he's still
Oh,
going to leave Zveti
mistiming
with a
on-
bit of a
mm.
misplay. I'm not sure why Zveti didn't just finish that guy off. He didn't have a healer with him. But what? Yeah, very bad blink. We actually had a question in the chat from Dagger Person. Yeah, man. So the new Guardian helmet not only cleanses the dots of your teammates, but it gives them that Giga Shield, right? So it does get Carrion Caller dots, right? They have like multiple dots. Will get cleansed. Zeldris still very low over there. Carthaginian coming out really early to defend this bot cap. It is a good play. Make sure you don't get 20 ticked. But his team is still in that tent. They could get run over right now. Only 3 people up the choke. Maybe this is the comeback.
Oh no.
Why didn't
Speaking
the
of,
red team push down?
There's another comeback in the works here as Yagud, G-List, Krakeny. They're having a bit of trouble here playing 4v5 because G-List seems to have disconnected.
Oh no, nightmare. Both tanks put the Mystic Rocks up early, although I believe Carthaginian dropped them to get to the backline faster. He has them up now. That not so easy caught in Hood of Tenacity, whereas DZ Hanav dying in the backline got hard dove by what appears to be 3 people, since the tanks are dealing with 2 in the backline. They could trade that not so easy, but I don't think their front line is here. This could really be the comeback for the red team, as they did not keep their boy alive at all. I think that's the healer too, no? Yeah, it is. That's their healer who keeps
That's
going
not
down.
good. Oh, that's not how you win.
Wait a minute. Let me just double check something. Does the emergency shield not make a shield on yourself? It only says allies.
Yeah. Hmm.
Surely it puts a shield on yourself, though, right? I haven't actually paid attention.
Mm-mm.
It
There's
does
one-
not.
There's one that you charge in and it does you and your target, and the other does your target.
Oh no.
The
So-
boots do the charge in, and the helm does your target, I believe.
Yeah, so the helmet is just an AoE around you 5 meter, but not on yourself? That is not. Oh, no, it is on yourself. Okay, just popped it.
Okay.
It is on yourself. Okay, cool. I was going to say that's terrible for the healers then. How are they going to live and die if they can't shield themselves? But okay.
Well, they can? Okay, good, good. I hadn't seen it used yet. Didn't know.
Me neither. Yeah, yeah. I
Got
was
questions.
so confused for a second. Carthaginian needs to drop these rocks. He does. Did he just dodge his own Halifall? I don't think so. I think he caught it. But Lewith is in big trouble. Don't keep rowing up. He's gonna get auto fire to the face. If Shelfie had anything, that guy was dead right there. Or Sheffy, sorry, but that not so easy. Down the choke, 1 HP will go down right before Valena could get the heals off. Lewith trying to get the top cap about feeder, wants to stop him. He has the rocks up, though he could not catch him in time. He's going to drop the rocks up here and has to come back for some big heals, or he is a goner. Zeldris actually charges right through him to get back to his team.
Oh, interesting comeback in the works. Let's see if it happens.
14 to 94 for the red team right now. They're about to get a 10 tick in, but they don't have control
About
of
Feeder's
middle.
in trouble. He's got to get that heal.
Ah.
He does. Good heal. Good dive. Just keep things
Ooh,
safe. Regain
blue team's going
control.
very
Fall
aggro.
back. Yeah, they are. They're well. You see this oftentimes with the new teams. They are very aggressive, and their difficulty lies in figuring out when to ease up on the pedal, when to stop being aggressive.
Yeah, I think for sure a lot of these newer tanks who haven't played with Staff Mounts before are going to need to learn about how you put up and drop rocks. A lot of the Mystic Rocks being dropped in this CVGVG, not the best, but they actually just dove and killed the healer again. That guy didn't even cast a single healing spell on himself, I'm pretty sure. And without a healer, the Anatolian Tigers don't have a shot of winning this 4v5. They're going to have to retreat back to the tent. Carthaginian has a big brain, though. He actually walked bot to try to sneak a cap, but they did catch him.
They did see
as
him,
one of
yeah.
his teammates were coming down here as well.
He's on the mountain, going to get himself out of here easy.
Zeldris, though, see, that guy's still in mid. He might be in trouble. It's a 3v1 right now coming in on that bot choke.
I think they're going to lose
thinking
him
about
there.
saving him.
They got to get in there. And oh, he's going to go for the back cap here. The Carthaginian going around to the back, going to get the cap. Try to slow this bleed. Oh, nope.
Yeah,
He's caught.
they're 13 minutes in, right?
By
You need to
that,
make sure
not
your guy
so
doesn't die.
easy. That's
he is gonna
not
get
so
out.
easy.
Yeah, 13 minutes in, as Zeldris died there, these guys were in giga trouble, right? Like, you
Well,
can't
they
be
do
having one guy
have
die.
they do have time. They have 60 points to 14. That is at least 3 rotations, even with double caps. So they've got to make sure to be aware of where they are in the match, not make any huge mistakes that are going to lead to more than one loss in a row here.
A little bit of a change of game plan from that not so easy, and it's about time you figured it out. You need to be pressuring the tank more, right? When you're up against the Staff of Balance, make the guy drop his rocks. Curse thought him, get him out of there, dude. And he finally did it. Carthaginian had to run away, but now he's going to go run them over on the choke. They're all stacked right now.
That
Someone
is
please put out some damage.
brutal.
Valena has to dodge the impale. What a beautiful Shadow Caller Pierce, though, on that front line. If they can get any dots off on him, that not so easy. He has Grudge going. He's stacking him up with a Vile Curse. Carthaginian is in big trouble here if he keeps staying in. He has to retreat up the choke. McMikey also very low. DZ Hanav has to heal the heavens right now. And right, both teams are running Halifall. I don't know why. They just buffed everything else. Halifall got a big nerf to its already very weak from behind playstyle, right? So if you're behind and losing momentum, what are you going to do as a Halifall now? McMikey does get shredded by the
That-
Shadow Caller once more. Hooded Tenacity again. Carthaginian not putting that Hooded Tenacity down in a ideal position very often. That not so easy, really out of position right now. Zeldris actually just missed the charge on him. Carthaginian popping. What are you doing, man?
gonna
You're
go
not
try to
going to
get the
get
cap
there in time. Why
late.
did he just leave his team to 4v5?
I don't know. It's far too late. He's not going to get the rotation. He's going to take a 20 tick.
I mean, if no one
Brings his team
dies,
to
right?
13 to 19. He's left him 4v5. This without a
McMikey's
tank.
almost dead. He's one life. Yeah,
They're gonna
if his
lose.
team survives this, it's an okay play. It's a really good play, in fact, if his team lives. But now you have to come back into a lost fight and try to make it a comeback. He's going to be diving Svetri right now with McMikey and Zeldrix. Beautiful Hooded Tenacity right there if they could have CC'd him into it. But he's just going to walk it out. Mystic Rock's still up. He will go down, but they could easily trade onto McMikey right now. They will with the execute from the Claymore. This is still a lost fight, but they have one guy capping top. This is a 3v4 right now. About feeder notice, but it's way too late. The 10 tick will come in, and it's going to be GG unless the red team can get a cap back. I don't know if they will be able to. They are a little bit behind on time. About feeder's actually just hard committing for it, but yeah, he's lost. There's no shot. He makes it up top. He's going to just try to get
That's
a
it.
miracle.
Wow.
I don't know
that
why he's still running for
was
the cap. It's over.
An impressive attempt at a comeback, and then the stopping of the comeback, and that was a very nice match. I'm glad
Very
we
good
picked that
fight.
one. Well done, Anatolian Tigers. Glad we were able to get you on the show after I totally bonked your name in CVZ.
What was that final kill to death? Yeah, it was a 4 to 5 kills to deaths in favor of the team who lost, right? The blue team had more deaths, even though they ended up winning, but they were hard winning at the start, and then all of a sudden they just lost every fight in a row.
What was it? 3 to the healer? Yeah.
Yeah, it was 3 healer deaths in a row, just dying off screen. And it happens when you're sending your whole front line, right? 3 people to die, if only 2. It's going to be a 3v2 on yours. It could happen.
Oh, Karjan? Okay. I
They-
believe
they
we've
are
seen
up
Karjan before.
against- They're up against some people I've never seen. Oh no, it's ARAM and Ray Orbit. Never mind, I have seen them.
Yeah, we know Aram.
Ray Orbit testing out the new broadsword. I see these degenerates.
And
We're
it's
listening.
Aramis irons, by the way, not Aram. It's
All right, I will still
Yeah.
say ARAM. I'll try Aramis. Both of these teams
Aramis.
actually were listening to me,
Like
Chosen.
the Three
2
Musketeers,
teams
come on.
here. There's 2 teams here with 2 Guardian helmets each.
oh, they were
So-
listening to you. They've
They
been
were
watching the
definitely
show.
listening. Yeah, look, that guy literally just popped it on CD. Dude, I'm telling you, 2 Guardian helmets is going to be nasty. SBI, if you're listening, please consider hotfixing, adding in some DR on shields. That sounds so OP. This guy, Neolp, just got saved because they have 2 of them. This guy was dead in any other situation. Clue going to get swapped in stun run in the corner. He doesn't have a blink again, but look at that Guardian helmet back to full life, basically, because of that shield. He's actually overhealed. Hallow Fall goes in. He missed everybody on his team at Hallow Fall but himself. Noob Slayer needs to be careful here if he overextends a bit. Aramis trying to do what he can against Karjan. Karjan actually still running Polehammer, even though it did get nerfed. Still running his standard build, not trying to change anything up, anything at all, actually. But I mean, with 2 Guardian helmets, you really have to change
Yeah, you're gonna be
anything.
fine. You're gonna
Look
be
at
good.
these shields, dude. These are nasty. They've been shielded like every second, every time anyone was in danger. Aramis now in trouble. But remember, the red team also has 2 Guardian helmets, right? They just haven't
Yeah,
been
it's-
using them for some reason.
They're
not sure-
figuring out when
Oh,
to use them.
Neil.
They're not used to it yet.
Yeah, Neil actually just gets knocked into the front line, almost killed. But look at that. He had a Guardian helmet to save his life. Then he runs to the back. He has another one that just got used on him. It's beautiful. Karjan, 1 HP to his name. Actually, 500, but 1 bar. Half a bar. Now he's going to get auto-fired to death. He did not run the correct way. If only he ran opposite to get one of those Guardian helmets, he would have been alive. Oh, let me swap over to see what's
Oh,
happening
not
to the
cheeky
boys.
breaky. Oh boy.
Neil Pole B. Actually, Clue's getting hard knocked away from his teammates right now. He can't heal, but 1 Guardian helmet. Neil Pole B is okay. Ray Orbit trying to do what he can with that broadsword. What is that bubble that keeps getting dropped? Is that Galeka? I don't know the ability name for that. Seems to be doing some work though. Oh, Ray Orbit's in trouble here.
Orbit's in
Guardian helmet
trouble.
comes out, but
Oh,
he is going to
and
get
there's
damage
the
right through it.
silence and he's
actually gonna
done. Is he
die,
getting out?
maybe? He's
Oh!
still alive.
Oh, was that a shield? I didn't see what saved his ass.
He did get shielded, yes. Just one.
Oh,
though,
boy.
too.
Lucky son of a bitch.
They
That
immediately
was-
bursted
oof.
that shield down though. That thing disappeared.
That was
Ah.
close.
I
I
think that
think that
ability is the
blue
arcane.
bubble is the Guardian helmet.
Yeah, the
right?
arcane. Yeah.
Oh, it is the Arcane. I thought it was
Mhm.
when they used Guardian helmet. Yeah, I
Bogo's
thought
right on
the
this one.
blue ability is just whenever someone uses Guardian Helmet, it bubbles around them to show. Yeah, it is. It is. See Ray
Oh.
Orbit just used
Okay.
it on
Right,
Slayer.
you're right.
Okay, I thought Bogle was onto something here. I'm actually watching another match. My bad. Just trying to back up my man.
Yep, all good, all good. Klug is out of mana though. This guy needs to be very careful here. And I need to swap back over to Karjan to see some of those gamer.
Actually, be able to see the
Uses.
match. Yeah.
Yeah, Seth Flolo popping that Guardian Helmet onto himself, Galeka, and the tank. Now it's a 5-man on the choke. Noobslayer needs to be careful. They're going to dive in. Neil Pole B using a little Guardian Helmet for the boys right there. Aramis using a little Guardian Helmet for the boys as well. These bubbles are everywhere, dude. They keep popping them. No one's going to die. I swear, no one is going to
What is
die.
the score
unless
here
it's a
in-
hard misplay.
We got one death so far.
Yeah, but that was a hard misplay, to be fair.
Okay.
Noob Slayer a little bit overstretched. The red
Noob
or the
Slayer
blue
would
team
need.
got
Oh,
the
he
Guardian.
didn't get a
Why did no one
shield.
get a Guardian
Why didn't
on him,
anybody
man?
shield him? Do you guys?
Yo,
No, come on.
I will say this blue team, the Blue Army team, much better usage of their 2 Guardian helmets.
They're
popping 'em on
constantly using
cooldown,
them.
you know?
Constantly. They're like
Yeah.
just oh, somebody's getting hit. Time to shield. See?
If we could
Let's
get a
shield.
count of how many usage, it would be like 50 for Blue Army and maybe 10 for the red team so far. Very not effective
we seen
uses
10?
of your helmets. I've seen so many blue teams, maybe like 5 to 10 red teams.
Okay,
Chicken
there's
actually
one.
sidestepping right there. He's big sidestep that full hammer Karjan, getting a little bit outplayed. Says Fulo diving down the choke. 1-1, I believe the kills are so far. Yep, they are. Very low death game. But hey, I mean, imagine if you're an RDPS, right? You can play so aggressively now and just pop it, and then go back to your front line and they'll pop it. Reorbit on the broadsword. I'm not sure if he's doing as much work as perhaps a carrion caller could. I definitely think carrion caller would do a lot more, especially because look at that shield. My God, that guy just got
Tied
Giga
at
saved.
34 right now, Tazik. We are 5 minutes in.
This is good. I'm telling you, dude. This is it's so
Oh,
hard to kill
boy.
people.
Do you remember the Meta Moose?
This does look a little similar. But where's red team's shields, man? They aren't using any. Who has them? It's on Reorbit and Aramis. Aramis, pop that thing on cooldown, man. Look,
Karjan
blue
in
team's
trouble.
gonna
He needs a
shield
shield.
up. Galeka just shielded, saved his life. He's still very low though. Might get killed through it. He does.
He did
Karjan did not
and,
get the
and
shield.
Karjan's going to go
unfortunately.
too. He's done.
Ooh,
This is going to give
finally
Red
some
Team
action.
an opportunity to get some caps. Aramis is getting center cap.
Neil
rest of
Cole
the team
might
is
get
chasing
clapped
to
by
10.
Reorbit. Ooh, the shield comes out. Oh, if he did not have that shield, he was executed right there. My God. Dude, finally we see something coming in. Someone's changing. I just saw.
25 to 24, guys. What? How close is this match? I'm going to say my other match is equally as close at 110 to 103 here. Everything is
so-
close right now.
It looks like the Blue Army team weren't liking the double guardian as
No?
my
What?
man Klug has just swapped off the
Why?
Scholar Cowl. I'm assuming it's because his mana issues, right? He was having so
Okay,
much.
he must
mana
have super
problem.
mana issues. Well, he may have been using the helm too much.
Does the helm come with like a massive mana cost? Let me see.
I don't know. I'm just wondering what it, why you would swap out something when everything was working. Like, for the majority of that match, they were doing very, very well. I didn't see a need to swap gear.
I clicked the Guardian helmet one too many times, and my game said no. I'm relaunching now, Shows, if you want to take
Oh
over.
no! All right. Well, they just threw down a bubble to increase their resistances and heals, and now we got a double bubble on the field right now. As both teams are like, "Nope, that's a good time for it. Let's go ahead and do this." We're seeing Karjan putting the pressure onto TDB, given a rundown on their bow user here, as he did do work and got some kills in the last round. Chicken goes and gives him a good heal. Solid follow up. Aramis in trouble, but the bubble saves his life. We finally saw Red Team use it and use it well. That was a save for Aramis. Aramis comes down and got obliterated because he was out of position. I don't know how he got down there so fast. I don't know if somebody swapped him, but he was not where he needed to be. And now Red Team is on the back foot. They're going to need to use the bubbles as productively as they can. And Rorbit comes in and he puts the pressure on Karjan. Karjan gets that bubble, and that bubble saves his life and allows Klug to go ahead and get the heals in on him in time. Now Red Team is being pushed down. Chicken getting a lot of pressure here. Crossbow putting the hurt on him. Now we see Karjan getting in on top of him as well, but Noob Slayer gives him the bop and gets Karjan out of position. He's going to stand there, do a little bit of diddy dancing, wondering why he's not where he wanted to be. Blue Team taking control of
Oh.
stairs, and definitely in control of this current action, but they are a little low on mana, and it looks like red team's going to be able to use that to their advantage. Come up the stairs. Quick DPS at the top of the stairs. Missed heal. Uh-oh.
It looks
Now
like
it's
my
bubble
man,
time.
yeah, my man Gleka is thinking ahead. 200 IQ, Arcane E purges the shields.
Oh, nicely
Very
done.
strong.
Like seeing it.
Very
He's going to become the new meta as Arcane has just found a new, very important use.
Ooh, the
Aramis
Neo
killed
pull
Neo
going
in the
down.
back line.
Hey,
That's
if
going to
only
give
Klug had a
Blue
shield
another
form.
opening here, but they do have cap control still through all of that, even though they were being pressured. And Karjan looks like he's going to go down again. Oh, no. This is going to
Yeah.
make it a 3-5, and it's going to be a pushback all the way. You expect somebody from red to fall back and go ahead and get that cap in the next 10 seconds or so, and Aramis does. He chooses to go ahead and get north cap.
This is not looking too well for Blue Army, man. Go back to the double guardian. Trust me.
Yeah,
You
I
can't
think
trade
they
in
were doing
CGVGs,
much
though.
better.
I will say, Klug's definitely had some mana problems, right? He wasn't able to output as much healing as he wanted to because he didn't have a Scholar Cowl to gain mana back. So that's why he wanted to swap. Definitely put your Guardian helmets on people that aren't your healer, maybe, if you're running the 2 spam one instead of just the one that you use for... well, I mean, it doesn't even have mana cost. I guess it doesn't matter. But maybe if the healer needs mana like this guy. Or just go a
Look
different
at the
offhand.
maze from Neo LPLB.
Yeah, Neil Paul B actually swapping over to the one-hand mace. Is he going to be running Guardian Rune? Oh, I wonder if they swapped off of the 2 Guardian helmets to run the new Rune on Neil.
The rune, yeah, that might be it. But then that does clump them up real desperately here. I don't think they have a big punish on the other side
Okay.
here.
Yeah, Neil is actually running a Crown Shaker. He is
Okay.
not running the Rune.
Okay.
Yeah, but TDB is doing work on the other team, right? TDB and Aramis, who swapped over to Heavy, a lot better on the Heavy than he was on the Light Crossbow. Someone asking in chat if Permafrost is ever used in 5s anymore. You see it a little bit.
It's more of a
bit, though. It's
melee
not
comp
meta.
right now. We're seeing a lot more
Yeah.
melee instead
More
of double
melee
range.
devastation. But yeah, Neil on this. I don't know if Ground Shaker does so much. He just swung at the cloth healer and did like 100 damage. Not a
Mhm.
lot, not a lot at all. It does get to be used a ton though. Just got popped on Aramis right there. The shield comes in onto Blue Army. Gonna run at the enemy team with it. No one hit them though, so the shield is useless. A red team shield comes down. No one hit that shield either. Maybe it was a useless one as well. Chicken getting
Chicken
poison potted.
being
He's gonna have to
pounded.
dip out of there. But Guleko just charges in melee range. Arcane purges the shield off of Guleka. My God, but he's gonna die for that blink. Gets taken out by Aramis. Way too aggressive play right there. Looking like old school Frost who double blinked in and die.
Yeah, you need to go ahead and if you're going to take the shield off there, you go ahead and take it off the healer there so you can actually get some use out of it. I like the idea, just poor execution. And now Blue Army is in trouble as they are starting to lose their points here. 107 to 52. They're on the back side of this, both in caps and in control and in points. Not where you want to be right now.
Someone asking about Bloodletter and Deathgivers. So I think Deathgivers in this meta aren't going to be as good. I actually thought Bloodletter would be really strong until I realized how good Guardian Helmet is. I don't know if Bloodletter will be played into Guardian Helmet. If Guardian Helmet gets a really big nerf and doesn't get played as much, then Bloodletter is really strong here, right? Because it's looking like a meta where you're really low HP, healing reduction is really good, and so the Bloodletter will shine there, just constantly getting executes off. But yeah, this Blue Army team, who
Well, we've
looks
seen
so
it
strong,
a little bit. Yeah.
they're getting destroyed.
Yeah, well, they need to break out what was working. I don't think this comp is working for them.
I don't think
One-handed
so
mace
either.
and pole hammer, not really what you want to do. They don't have the DPS here to kill anybody. Not when your third is an arcane.
Yeah.
Where's the DPS
Arcane.
here?
Arcane Mace, Full Hammer. I'm not sure, you know.
I
if
just
that can
don't
out-damage
see
a bow.
any DPS here. And axe.
Ooh, they're bringing out a Realm Breaker on Seth.
Yeah, but
Soul.
it's
Oh my
plate
God,
axe.
Aramis! Where did this guy go? He got put down to 1 life immediately. I blinked and my man got chucked in that knockup. That was a lot of damage onto that guy, but now it's in trouble because they don't have damage for the front line. Who's going to run them over? Possibly. They're pushing up the choke right now. They are stacked up, but the red team does not want to keep going. Neil is just running at TDB, who's trying to put out whatever damage he can right now. Reorbit in the meantime trying to dive Guleka, but he pops that shield and nothing happens. But TDB is the target of the dive right now. He's going to get knocked up by 4 different abilities, 5 different abilities. Going to roll out of that one. He does manage to dip away before Sasvolo popped his Realm Breaker on him, so he did avoid a lot of the dunks. But my God, bro, that's so much damage right there. Guleka even went down in that. I honestly didn't even see Guleka die. I looked away for a second. Shields coming in from the front line, 3 to 107. Unless they get 2 caps in the next 5 seconds, it is over for this blue team, and they actually die to end. They were looking so strong until they brought out this stuff.
Yeah, I
It
don't
was
know why they
2 to
changed it up.
11.
I do not know why they changed it up.
2 to 11. Oh no. Yeah, I will say I lied. That new W actually does a lot. He was getting it. It's just because he can use it so much. That dunk does so much.
All right, head
What is
over
the
to
best-
Trap Zone.
Oh, I'm coming. If you're talking about for 5v5, it'll be different than it is for, like, 2v2s and stuff. A lot of people will run the Sacred Scepter in 5v5s. It's very strong. Over here, oh, it's a little bit of a comeback. 24 to 44, very close. Barack doing what he... Is that a Fire Staff? Okay, a little bit of Infernal Staff being played. They're still running the Pole Hammer, though, here on this blue team. Not sure. I think Prince of Death is also still running it.
Yep.
Any Guardian helmets over here? Have they adapted to the meta? They do have one on Trap Zone. Very good on Trap Zone, actually, I think. It's really good on your Spear. Meanwhile, the Sun team does not have one. At least they didn't zone in with one. I'm really liking the Daybreaker, though. I love Spear, right? I think Spear is
Yeah, I do. I
very
really like
versatile
Spear
line.
right now. It's one of my favorite weapons to watch right now. Ever since Geminex started busting that thing out and really making people take notice, it's been enjoyable to watch for sure.
Wait, who's running Tenacity Shoes? Oh my god, Trap Zone is running Tenacity Shoes? There's no way he's actually using the Invit. He is actually using Blind Spot. What the heck? What is this kind of build he's running? So it's a plate Daybreaker, but he's going for the sort of like Armor of Valor, Requite, be a nuisance, Invis on him, move speed kind of build. I'm not sure. This is kind of just an annoy him build. Kind of like a mini tank that does a lot of damage if you don't keep it away from you. I'd rather him go Impale, though, for sure. If you're already going play, just commit to the damage from Impale. I don't know if he needs the mana gain W. Maybe he does. Maybe he does, though, for the mana, right? Maybe he has a lot of mana problems. But he is also earning Lunging Strike, and you don't necessarily have mana problems with that. So he isn't a Tenacity right now. The Prince of Death doing work right there with that tank. Pole Hammer, who is the Mace? Oh, I guess it's on the Pole Hammer. Never mind. Keller needs to get back to his choke very fast. So we came here, and the score was very even. But now, blue team is about to come back and win. 2 people very low. If anyone had a Bloodletter right now, these guys are both dead. Super low HP coming in from these guys, but the shields finally come out. Prince of Death getting the inertia ring out onto the front line on the choke too, so it's beautiful. It's going to keep them all up here. Forsaken coming up top, but Barack is still too low to push up. He needs to get some healing coming in onto this guy. Totally Kyle doing work on this Fire Staff.
Trap Zone's going to go.
Yes, guys.
Oh, no. That was not the way. He needed to fall back there, and with so little time left, this is not where you want to make a mistake. These guys have to basically... Do they just fight it out and get the cap, or do they fall back?
So red team needs to keep fighting because they have a guy dead for a long time, right? We're 16 minutes in. This guy's dead for another 10 seconds, 15
But blue
seconds.
team is the one I'm worried about.
Losing. Yeah, red team is so low. Look, they're losing a 4v5 right now. You guys have to gain the pressure. Blue team is keeping it on. They do. Red team actually kills another teammate of the blue, so maybe we'll see them take mid cap. But it's a 3v5 in the mid right now for blue. They better be retreating.
Trap Zone is taking his sweet-ass time getting back into the game here.
Trap Zone, what are you doing, man? You just waited out 2 death timers in the tank.
Dude, he demounted and then pressed A to mount.
He's going to go for the smart play on the top cap here, right? He's going to take this. Meanwhile, they'll get bot in mid. So it'll only be a 10 tick. What at the last second, our killer dies. So if they...
it doesn't matter what kind of tick it is.
This tick is over. Yep.
It's a kill.
One.
You need to get a kill.
Wait,
and
how
he's
is
running
it
back?
close?
It's too late. It's done.
Wait a minute. I thought the blue team was like in this to win this, and then I hit
Nope,
tab.
they didn't.
The score
No,
is 4 to 11.
They're done.
They died so much. That was a very good. I mean, in any case, it was a really good match, right?
It was. It was very exciting. 4 to
kills.
11 is very hard to pull off a victory, and to get that close in the end means you had very good cap play throughout. But what we saw at the end was a couple of mistakes that led to their downfall here, and that was the final match.
Final
at 18 minutes.
Yep. Yeah, very long one.
That's
but I think we do have
a nice
VOD
long
to
match.
show, right?
Yeah, we do. We do have a VOD to show. It's
okay.
already ready to go here.
So we will have one final match to close out the stream today, and it will be a
And
banger, hopefully.
yeah, it's pretty good. It's
Some
it's
big names
decent.
in this one.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to stick around.
But you know what we're gonna do right now before we even watch this one?
Oh, give away some gold to the
Yeah, I'm gonna
boys,
give away
surely.
some gold. I like giving away gold. Aurelia? Really? Aurelia. Congratulations. You've won the
Yeah,
raffle. Go ahead and
get-
whisper me to claim your prize.
Get owned in the chat right there. Coming in with the big analysis. The engage from Trap Zone was a big mistake. Yeah, I think Shozen said something
Yeah,
about
yeah.
him going
The
down the choke the
overextend,
wrong
going
way.
down the choke,
Mhm,
going past his teammates, completely getting himself out of range for bubble when he was already super low. Yeah, huge mistake right there. We didn't want to, just
a little bit of a big one.
pile on too much.
All right, I'm ready.
And we
0-0.
did. And we did. Aurelia, you have to whisper me to claim your prize. I will do a little chatting. You can just click on my name and click whisper, send me a message, and I'll get you a gold code after the show. Oh, you've got this pretty quick. Well done. I like that. That's
What
speed.
a guy. What a good raffler. Instant messaging to claim the prize.
I like it when they're good at the raffle. It feels good. It means they want the gold.
All right. So we have this VOD ready to show you guys level 5 banger. So we're going to be pulling that up right here. Also, I just want to know in the chat, right, if any GVGers are here, after watching all that nonsense with the Guardian helmets, what do you guys think about the Guardian helmet? Let me know in the chat, guys.
All right, well, we're on Loutre Bleu here. Canadian or French?
Loutre
One of the
Bleu.
two.
I think that's
It's actually
French Canadian, in fact.
French, yeah.
Maybe
No,
a little
he's-
bit of both.
I know this whole team is French,
Yeah.
so
Why
let's
not
see what they've
both?
got going on.
I
you
count
want to count
us
us
in.
in?
Yeah, 0-0 at the match, 13 on YouTube. 3, 2, 1, play.
And yeah, I'll clean up the UI in just a second.
So this
Nice.
looks like Lucha Blue, Bakix, Nataxo, Ochiwin, Gorgo. Very good team. Not
Yeah.
overcharging Lucha Blue. You know, I understand. I respect it. You just look a little cooler if you do.
You look cooler if you do.
Yeah, I mean, it's glowing, dude. You look like a banger if you do it. But look at that halberd down the choke by Bakix. Is that actually a halberd and not a carrying collar? It is. Why is he running halberd, I wonder? They will miss the arcane purge, but this is a bow and what looks like curse staff backline from the red team. Whereas we have, I believe it's an arcane. Is that bow? Oh, it's arcane with a face breaker. Okay, Gorgo, he's playing very aggro. And Taxo, meanwhile, playing the light crossbow. So a lot of the bursty damage from this guy coming in. Is there a game sounds on this?
No.
Okay, so we look at that Guardian helmet right there. Shows I'm gonna type in the command HUD count. Okay. Good work. Ochiwin will get Dove though in the back line. No shield will save him. And now Bakix is gonna bleed out. Look at that curse dot damage. That's a triple kill off the bat. Not what you want to see in the first match.
No,
Quadra kill.
that's pretty brutal for these guys who we've been saying are very good. We watched them just the other day take on a top team and pull ahead and take a victory. I chatted with them a little bit to learn about them. They're a new team that's kind of been put back together of some older players and newer players as well coming together because they have the same, game
Mhm.
time. They had to replace a couple of players to make it a stronger team, but now they feel like they have a good solid core of 5.
This is the Lucha Blue team, right? The Frenchies.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep, Ochiwin. We've seen
Favor
him
and Fro
before in the
one.
past. Bakix is the team lead here.
The team lead. They still have those?
Yeah, the guy
It's
who
not a
makes
democracy
sure that
anymore.
the best teams have a leader.
True. Who's the leader of the Derek Gargara team? That used to be.
Derek.
Okay. Hey, this arcane is doing work though. I will say Gorgo, even though he has a face breaker, and I'm sure it's because he plays very aggro instead of far back, doing a lot of damage with it. It's a really weird use of the Guardian helmet in that backline right there, but I mean they do have a halberd sticking on them. Meanwhile, they're diving Saphoba, the healer over here. Sabota, actually, I think that name is. One bar to his name, he's going to get taken out. The halberd by Bakix definitely not doing as much, so he swapped it over to the carrying collar. Much prefer that.
Oh no, Master Zen is piled up on in the corner, doesn't make it down the stairs. This is going to be a nasty wipe for these guys going all the way back to 10. And now blue team able to gain control after a very bad start to
I
this
mean,
match for them.
there's only one thing worse than starting a match with a 4-man wipe, and that's
Mm.
starting a match losing 5-man.
Well, I mean, you
So-
could go from a 5-man wipe into a 2-man kill as they
Oh,
go
yeah,
up
yeah,
the
you
stairs in a
could.
stream. We have seen that
I mean,
before.
it could be a
We've
10-man
seen,
wipe, right?
yeah.
Like,
Well,
you never know.
we have seen teams trying to come back while their team is still wiping and then
Yeah, just keep
dying
dying.
again instantly. That's
Mhm.
always real bad. But it looks like Red's going to take their sweet-ass time getting back up into this match as Blue kind of just hangs out going, we're just going to hold top here. Go ahead and take bottom. We're not going to come down to meet you. We like what we have from the top down. And we're going to wait for you to come up those stairs and get too deep on us. Then we're going to take you down.
If 110 to 128 about to be a 10 tick coming in for the blue team. I'm not sure really what the red team has to breach the choke. I think their comp is pretty bad at it, actually. They just need to let the bow get up there safely and put out some damage. Against the blue team's comp, the red team is kind of lost on something, right? Also, they have a two-hand curse staff trying to pump in those great curse stacks. So you want to let him kind of stack up down choke and then have him and your bow come up safely to finish it off. But that backline getting hard dove by Mestre Zen over there, him and Baby Guetta, I think his name is.
Baby Guetta?
Baby Guetta over there doing work on the 3-man backline. Ochiwin's positioning is very strong down that choke, away from everyone, healing who he needs to, jumps in, gets the shield off, gets the Hallow Fall. He's healing the heavens right here.
Actually, I believe they told me it was Guetta.
David Guetta. Okay, so
Yeah.
he's what is his name again? Sorry, I lost him.
Baby
Baby
Guetta?
Guetta.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 110 to 118. I mean, it's very even so far. I will say though, we're probably about to see some tides turning as they're all about to collapse on this choke. Does 2 Raging
There's a good
Blades stack?
silence. No follow-up, though. That would have been the time. Lots of stacks of curse going.
Yeah, no team actually has 2 Raging Blades. It's just a 1 on each. So you might be
Okay.
seeing both of those and getting confused there, hotkey. But
Oh,
Mr.
no,
Zen
Master
is
Zen
going to go
goes down.
down. Yeah. Is it Master Zen?
Mester.
Mestre Zen?
Mestre Zen.
These
yeah.
names are weird, man. Why doesn't everyone just put their first name up there? Oh my god, look, Sean is getting dove in the 10. He's going to outplay them.
Yeah, but there's like 6 spellings of Sean, and only one of them is correct.
Right, but like you're going to easily know how to say their name, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
you
not
might
going to
go-
be some
And Scene
Lucha
goes
Blue
down the
thing.
steps once
No
again, and
way,
Scene
say
is
Scene.
taking too much damage. He's got a lot of dots on Scene. Man, that's a weird spelling of the word Scene.
Hotkey, what I had said was neither team actually has 2 raging, like they don't have 2 axes on either team. It's just one team having 1 each. So you're just seeing the 2 of them, right? I don't know if you have 2 on the same team stack. Like the debuff, I imagine doesn't stack, but the damage will stack. I would imagine it's like having 2 curses, right? Where it's separate dots on them and stuff.
Well, just a lot
110
of
to
this ditty
83.
dancing up here. We've seen a lot of this from these guys taking their time to come up the steps and giving a lot of time for the blue team here to just think about life.
Yeah, these guys are gonna be waiting so long. I mean, how much you don't really want to waste a lot of time in a 5v5, right? You really want to be getting out there and using all the time you have to your advantage if you're gonna be losing, especially. And Taxo popping the gig shoe curse is very strong. I'll say, like it fixes the problem of curse where if you step up too far, they can just kill you as a clothy. You get a little gig off and you're good, you know.
Okay.
Red team coming in. Oh, they swapped over to the Firewall Infernal Staff, who is getting bombed by this arcane. That arcane is so strong because if he keeps hitting those on you, you can't roll out of it.
Right.
He
You're
will
kind
get
of
it
like
off down the
pinned.
choke.
Yep.
Yeah. What
They're gonna
what
they gotta
off
turn on
him?
Baby Gua, and they do. And
Yeah,
now
Baby Guetta
Master
goes
Zen
down.
is going to no, he gets the heal. He's gonna be fine. But why are you standing at the front?
Man, this guy, the healer for the red team, he was just using like the normal shield, right? Like the worst shield in the game is his offhand. What was that?
Well, all I know is Sabota is dead because he stood in the wrong spot.
Yeah, both curses are actually doing good. I will give it to both of them. I think my boy Nataxo putting in a little more work though.
Well, they are winning. It is
Yeah.
easier to do work with Curse when you are winning and have control
Yes,
and have
actually.
top point. and you don't have to come up the stairs in order to get your curse stacks on somebody. Being up top gives you a lot more options with curse. I do
Yeah,
love
I
a
will
good curse
say
play.
too, this guy, I mean, the Taxo has been playing the game for so long, right? He knows what he's doing.
Mhm.
Where meanwhile, I don't know anyone on the red team, but they're putting up a good fight. Score might not say it, right? But they've been
Well,
putting up a really good fight.
it was pretty close for a while. They won
It
that
was?
first engage clearly, had a dominating engagement early on, but since then they've had a really hard time getting up these steps without taking massive damage, and they need to work on it at getting up together. Very staggered.
Yeah, I mean, this could still go anyway, right? We're
Mhm.
only 9 minutes in so far to this match, so it really could go either way. Red team could make a comeback right now. You never know.
We keep seeing, like, when they go deep, the front line keeps having to come back because the back line can't get up and find position for themselves. They need to do that in order to get up and push the opposing team, the blue team, past the cap. You have to
Mhm.
give a little bit of pressure to get some space, or otherwise, your boy here in Attaxo is just going to do work with Curse all day. If you
Yeah.
can't get your guys up the choke and give him multiple targets, he's going to be able to just hit 2 guys, keep them completely stacked. They're going to have to flee because they're not getting the heals that they need. You're not getting the pressure from the crossbow when it's still low. You got to make a play. You got to be brave.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just look at Gorgo, dude. Gorgo is playing so aggro on this arcane, right? I'm sure that's why he's running face breakers, because look at how he's playing. He's
Mhm.
diving this light crossbow in the back. Oh, it's actually a heavy crossbow now. Going
Yeah, he's just
hard
up
on
on
him.
top of him. He doesn't care. He's like, I'm going to be in your face. Go ahead, try to click on something that's not me. I dare you.
These guys are actually playing very, very well so far. I will say the blue team's positioning
Mhm.
specifically is very strong. Coming down this choke, the way they pushed them down to that choke, the positioning of an attack. So Gorgo, the healer, is really good. And but an attack, so I will say now is getting dove by this heavy crossbow. He already put the snipe shot down. There's no chance of him dying just yet. But actually, the heavy crossbow stepped up a little too far. Gonna have to get blown the
They use
Hallowfall,
the
you know.
shields. They got the heals. Now, see, here is where, if I'm not incorrect here, blue team came down, right?
Yep, blue team came down and pushed
Now they're
this.
having trouble. If they had stayed up top, I don't think they would have any of this problem here. They could have stayed with what's going well, and now Gorga is going to go down from this. Oh, they get the last minute heals. Is he going to still under pressure? He does go down. Yeah. See, if they stayed up top, I think they would have been able to take this with no death.
Yeah, if they just
And
stayed up
now they're
top
going
and
to lose a
chilled, they
rotation.
probably could have been like, just getting the 10 ticks, chilling. But they saw blood. They thought they were hard winning. They went down, and you can easily lose a match doing that.
Mhm.
You can never regain mid again, right? If you do it poorly.
And now Red should get themselves a defensive position here because their healer really needs some help. He's out of health and he's on running for his life. Somebody got a shield? Anybody got a shield? You guys
Any
heard about
guardian
shields? I hear
helmets,
shields
dude?
are good.
Any guardian helmets for the lads?
Blue team needs more guardian helmets, okay? Thanks, Martin.
I really do think 2 guardian helmets on the team is disgusting.
It's a little OP. It's
I
a little
think
ridiculous.
I think it's ridiculous. Yeah, I think it's super strong.
Well, we will
But
find out next week during level 8s how strong it
right.
is if Geminex and his team have 5 guardian helmets.
Well, hopefully next week we see Geminex rocking the bear paw cooldown reduction,
Oh,
just bop
God.
him build. That thing
No,
sounds
he's
so
really
fun.
loving the spear right now. You've seen it with
Yeah,
that.
I
It's
mean
just
Daybreaker is so
he's
cool.
so good with it right now. Other people are trying it out to be as good as him, and none of them are as good as he is with it right now. It's not even close. He's dominating people with that build.
Man, buff Trinity Spear, bring it back. Yeah, against curses and axes, right? 1 guardian helmet is nuts. 2 just shuts him down. But against any team, really, 2 guardian against anti-healing, guardian helmet is super strong. Against dots, it's super strong, right? Just in every situation, it's really good. I mean, just look at those shields, right? That's so much on this blue team. They literally are surviving because of it. Really good Pierce actually coming in from the red team right now. These guys need to be careful or they could all go down.
Red's gonna go
Not,
down
oh,
here
look
in
at that roll
Mester's
of
End.
purity play. Oh, man. You hate to see it, dude. The healer just knocking
Purity
you away.
1 million.
Only 20 seconds to go until this match is over, unless the red team makes a miracle happen. But it's a 4v5, and I don't know if they have a single chance of doing it. Bullhammer connects onto 2 ranged DPS players. Healer gets swapped in, pops his Robe of Purity, but just any damage onto this guy, and he is a goner.
And that is it. That's like 5 seconds and we're done here.
Yeah, this match is going to be over. Very well played by both sides, but obviously the blue team had a little bit more experience, maybe,
Yeah.
and just
And they played from a dominant position for most of the match. Still fairly close in kills at 7-5, but the cap play, once blue team was able to get top position and hold mid, as long as they did that, as long as they were in mid, they were in no danger. We didn't see any time where red going up the steps put enough pressure onto blue to really cause any amount of panic or fear from the blue team, and they were just able to hold up there and
Yeah.
take an easy victory. The only times we saw that they were in trouble was when they went up top to try to break red early on, and they got beat. And then when they went down to bottom and tried to push a little bit too far, tried to secure a couple extra kills, maybe got a little cocky, and then had to play on bottom level in the open, and that allowed red to have some attempt at a comeback. But then, as you saw, the skill of blue, the experience, they just took it over. GG. And on that note, boys, I
Yeah,
think
very
it's
good match.
time to pull a raffle and say goodbye. Bogle, are you still alive?
Last raffle of the stream as we find out if our cameraman is still here, you know?
I'm looking at the new links in the. I'm showing off the links mount a little bit in the background.
Okay.
Delwar 101. Delwar 101 has been drawn for the raffle. Delwar, whisper me to claim your prize. I am the chosen one, and I go by chosen one right here in Twitch. The purple name, they added you. You simply click on me and then click on whisper, and you will be good. And I'll send you a gold code later today. On that note, Bogle, we're going away for a couple days, aren't we?
Until Saturday. If we don't squeeze a ZVZ show in before, but
Yep.
Saturday, yeah.
So we'll be back on Saturday for ZVZ 5v5, 20v20. Should be a great day. And on Sunday, we will have ZVZ 5v5 with the level 8s, 20v20s. Should be a great day, as well as an interview with one of the developers at Sandbox Interactive. We will be talking with Raul, the full stack web developer and head of the web development team, currently making sure the front end of our server works well with the back end of our server.
Yes, that is what the full stack web.
Yeah, we had to
does. Yeah,
ask. We had to ask Tazik. We didn't know. We didn't
yeah,
know
I mean,
that.
Right, because there's three, right? You're either a front end, back end, or you're both. You know, a little
Yeah.
bit of a mix and match, jack of all trades kind of guy. Full stack.
Well, that's what they want. They want full stack.
Most people do. Most people do.
Yeah, so you can finish a project from beginning to end.
Yep. Hey,
We
hopefully
learned all
he gets
about
in
that.
on that. Hey, just give him my suggestion. Maybe make a nice interactive historical
Map?
data saving map.
Yeah, we
on the
talked about
website.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully he can get
Tazik,
that
why don't
going.
you apply for that full stack web developer? We're looking for another one.
That's not what I do.
Well, what is it that you do?
Well, I mean, my normal degree is just in software engineering, right? I'm no specific web JavaScript kind of back end SQL kind of guy. The back end is very scary, chosen.
All you need to know is how to
I'm a
say
front-end guy.
hello world, and from there we can get you where you need to be.
Yes. I mean, this is obviously not the venue to talk about it, right? But front end is way easier than back end. Back end's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
It's hard to understand.
front end is like a UI UX design, really.
Yeah, mostly. Back end is, let's make sure this is talking to this correctly. And sometimes in the SQL and the just
Yeah,
just get
database
lost,
construction. Yeah,
database.
I don't want to do
What
that.
does that even mean?
A list of data that you call correctly to get information on the front end.
So if I have a bunch of cards, like a card collection, and I stack them up and I have a full stack of cards, can I apply for this?
Yes. Although actually in the SBI in the SBI application process, there is a spot for you to include up to 3 documents of your own choosing, right? So
Mhm.
maybe 2 of those are pictures, front and back. A third is the eagle-eyed view of your stack of cards, you know?
Yeah, there you go.
Send it
And
in.
you could probably get extra credit by doing magic cards because they're freaking magical.
Yeah, maybe they'll just hire you to be entertainment at their offices.
Well,
Hmm.
that's what he is here.
Ah, true.
Yeah.
But I think I need to work on these jokes. Let's get out of here, guys.
Yep,
This
let
is
us
getting
get out of
embarrassing.
here. Very good show today. Good crystals, you know. The
I like
next
them.
time
That's good
you'll
stuff.
see AOTV is Saturday.
Well,
Morning.
there's a chance we might be throwing a ZVZ out during
Ooh.
the next 3 days, depending on how the action unfolds and what I can do to get my team together. But there's a possibility. I don't want to promise anybody a specific time, place, but go ahead and just follow us, and you will be notified when we do go live. And Bogle has the channel go live, like 15 minutes before we actually start the show. So
Mhm.
you get a decent notification. You can get your notification. You can go get yourself some popcorn, microwave some water, whatever it is that you do to get ready for the show, you can do.
Microwave water? What?
Yeah, I don't know. Shosen's kind of.
I didn't say microwave grapes.
I heard microwave water.
Yeah.
Me too. Wow.
You know, get a full 7-course meal in there.
Why? Do I turn this off now?
No, we have to say goodbye. Thank you guys for watching. We will be back again soon. See you guys next time. Keep it classy, Albion. We're out.